The cave must have collapsed underneath them. Do you think anyone survived?
Doesn't look like it.
Hope you're not afraid of tight spaces. Sanctum is now playing in theaters. But is it a see it, a rent it, or a skip it? Movie critic from fatguysatthemovies.com, Kevin Carr, is here with the answer. Good morning. Happy Friday, buddy.
Happy Friday to you.
All right, this movie looks interesting now. It's about a cave that obviously collapses on people who are stuck down there for most of the film. How is it overall? Do you get claustrophobic?
It does have a little bit of that because, like I said, it takes place in the underwater cave, and it's not just a cave, but they're also diving with diving suits. And when a monsoon comes and kind of floods, the only way to go is down and through the cave and to see if they can get to the ocean, which is all unexplored and very treacherous. And you're stuck in there with them, and they use high-def cameras, so you're really crammed in there. It's in 3D.
Oh, so you really feel like you're in a cave.
Yeah, they really pushed that 3D envelope of really kind of cramming you in there. Now, it's executive produced by James Cameron, who of course did Avatar and Titanic, and with him behind the 3D, supervising the 3D, it looks really good. It has a great look.
It seems like there's a trend in Hollywood recently to do some real sensory stuff, really, like 127 hours where you experience what that guy was going through.
Yeah.
Same sort of idea for you?
They're very similar movies in the sense they're people trapped by nature, and that's the, you know, I'd like to see the cave versus the boulder in the sequel. But this one is a little more
Indiana Jones.
There you go. This one's a little more straightforward. It's a little more just the people trying to do it, whereas like 127 hours, it was really getting into his head. This is much more just about the people. And it works for that kind of movie.
It's rated R.
Yes.
I wonder why that is.
It has some very intense scenes. I mean, it's treacherous. You know, there are some people some bad things happen to people, and there's some language in there. That's really why it gets the R rating.
Not any huge names in this, but how's the cast overall?
They do a decent job. I mean, they work by as the actors, but the real big star behind it is James Cameron in his producing in the 3D.
Producing it. All right, it's called Sanctum. See it, rent it, skip it, Kevin?
I'm going to say see it. I enjoyed it. It was good.
In 3D.
Yeah.
All right, next up, The Roommate, the latest horror movie to hit the widescreen. Some popular female stars here, Leighton Meester and Minka Kelly of Friday Night Lights. How are they in the movie?
They're pretty.
They're pretty.
You know,
I love that Minka Kelly.
That's about it. It's a lot of good-looking people who have that's going for them, and that's about it.
Is it like single white female goes off to college kind of thing?
Yeah, single white female in a dorm. Really trying. If you remember that movie with Bridget Fonda and Jennifer Jason Leigh about 20 years ago,
which was a great movie. Good
movie, very suspenseful, very scary. This one not so much. Okay. It's basically a woman who gets a new roommate and she's obsessed.
So is it silly? It's not really.
It's just poorly done, and it has the subtlety of a gorilla with a jackhammer. It doesn't know how to set things up, and the suspense isn't done well. I saw it with a group of college students last night, and they laughed. So it's a laughable movie.
All right, I'm going to guess you're going to say skip it for The Roommate.
Yeah, skip it.
Just a few seconds left. We want to talk about Blue Valentine, which is already out. Michelle Williams and Ryan Gosling. Oscar talk for them.
Yeah.
What do you think of this movie?
This is definitely a movie for people who want to see a performance. And like you said, Michelle Williams was nominated for an Oscar for this one. Getting a lot of buzz. It's from the Weinstein Company. It's about a couple who are in two stages of their relationship. Takes place and shows them falling in love and their relationship completely deteriorating. It's an award film.
What's your verdict on this one?
It's kind of a split, because I personally didn't like it at all, but if you like this kind of movie, go see it, because if you like that hard, heavy-hitting relationship movie.
Blue Valentine. All right, Kevin Carr from fatguysatthemovies.com, saving us money and time so we don't see bad movies. I've walked out of so many movies. All right.